Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sammer, along with my co-host Stank and Papi Latte, and you're watching The Loose Cannons, presented by Red Cat Plumbing and Air, a Tampa-based company who takes pride in their reputation for timely service, professional results, and exceeding your expectations. They truly define #TampaProud. We are joined tonight by a friend of ours over at 620 and part of the Beckles and Recher show. Okay, I'll make sure I got it right. I didn't know if it's your name or his name first, but Jay Recher of 620. What's up, Jay?
What's going on, guys? And you know how to represent right here. I know this is almost synonymous with the loose cannon, so I had to chuck the deuce. One of the coolest things I've seen in sports. Appreciate you guys for having me. Good luck. I know you guys are in the running for the voting for the top Bucs fans. I'm gonna make sure to retweet that so you guys get some love and kudos on all the stuff with the billboard, man. I thought that was so badass, and we were lucky to put it up on our website and talk about you guys last week. Way to pivot. A lot of people don't know how to pivot in this world that we live in. A lot of people get hit with some adversity and then they just throw their hands up and don't do anything from it. You guys pivoted and you did a really great thing. So kudos to everybody out there.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
The cool thing about pivoting, Jay, is that you can pivot and continue to pivot. It's not just a one-move pivot. So we got some other stuff up our sleeve, bro. It's okay.
Nice. I like it.
Just gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna troll. We will figure out a way to troll them.
Oh yes, it's going to happen.
I like it.
That was just the beginning of the troll moves that we had planned. Believe it or not, I mean, we had some legendary shit planned that we're just gonna have to do in a completely different fashion. And I think we fucked ourselves, to be honest with you, Jay, because we got a little bit cocky there at the end, like our boy Devin,
my son,
your son,
we could say it. He fucked up.
Ese mijo.
Yeah,
he
like
tweeted out, signed,
go live. We got a little overconfident, and we were like, "It's signed, sealed, delivered," or whatever the fucking tweet was. And of course, every Saints Twitter follower follows our shit like.
They were waiting. They were literally waiting. And
right after that tweet went out, shit went the opposite direction for us. So whatever. I mean, to me, it's a blessing in disguise. Like I said, after all this shit kind of happened and we knew that Billboard was going to happen, it's really, mission accomplished, right? They all knew about it. The news media covered it nationally as well as in New Orleans. They're still covering it now. They're still running stories on it now. Like, we did what we intended to do. People knew about the billboard, and now we also get to take that $5,000 and give it to a charity. So they don't even get it. Those fuckers in Louisiana don't even get the money.
And you got a car salesman with his tighty whities in a bunch. I thought that was one of the best parts. It's funny. I was on a call the other day with like a foundation, and we were talking about that. And you guys came up about how it's like half and half of. You want to get the word out there so you can raise the money, but you didn't want to get the word out there enough so that the wrong people heard it. So it was kind of a fine balance, but you're right, man. It all works out in the end for you guys. You guys will be in good shape, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in store next.
Oh, we're going to fuck around and find out.
Apparently, yeah.
Find out today.
Jay, before we dive into all the stuff that's going on with the Bucs now in the offseason, obviously you're a Tampa sports fan. You do this for a living. What did it mean to you to watch this team go from what they were over the last, 18 years, basically?
Yeah.
And to finally get to the top of the mountain and win that Super Bowl in the way that we won that Super Bowl?
It was nuts, man. I mean, working and covering the team now for the last 6 years, one of the few guys, outside of the beat writers that have been in pretty much every home game, starting with the Jameis Winston era and then going into, now with Tom Brady and being in the building for the Super Bowl. It was such a surreal experience, man. Just going there early and seeing Tom Brady come out the tunnel. And I was telling the person next to me, I said, Tom Brady's ready. This isn't, I've been here before. This is nice. My man was determined. And you could see, luckily from my vantage point, you could see him warming up with Blaine Gabbert. And I just said, oh man, Tom is locked in today. Just being there with our people in Tampa. People have been through so much crap over the 12 plus months. To see the look on people's faces, just to have the Super Bowl at Ray J, an incredible experience. I know some people, crapped all over the weekend's performance, but it was surreal, man, just to watch and see how they were going to do it socially distant. And then to be so close to the field when the streaker came on the field, that was a huge part of the Super Bowl people forget about. But that was fun as hell just to watch something like that and to hear what, that whole story. And then when they won, it was just, you look at that. And I know so many people, I've lived here for 15 years now. And I'm not from here originally, but I got a lot of close friends that were born and raised Tampa, and just see the emotion on their face. That's what sports is all about, man. I was saying that about you guys last week is, sports is a great thing because no matter what we do as far as religion, politics, race, your sexual orientation, things like that, sports brings us together. And especially for Tampa Bay fans, you've been through a lot of crap over the last 20, 30, 40 years. To be able to go through such a successful year in 2020 and the rest of the world is kind of going to shit, it was such a nice thing to experience. And it's going to keep going because the Lightning are still kicking ass. The Rays are going to be good again. WrestleMania is going to be here in a couple of weeks. So, Tampa Bay is it's on the map. And I posed this to one of our sales teams last week. I was saying, this is how you need to sell the product right now. Tampa is the hub of the world, the sports world. It isn't, oh, that's cute. Look at what Tampa's doing. If you guys know this, being sports fans, you look at the networks or any of the big media, they're talking about Tampa sports. And for a long time, it was kind of just, oh, well, look at them. They're not that good. Or, usually some, mocking them. But there's respect, put respect on the name. Every Tampa Bay sports team's got respect. And I'm just lucky and fortunate to be a part of it.
It's Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, by the way.
100%. 100%.
The Lightning, by the way, just have some sort of light switch. They just do whatever they want, whenever they want. Apparently, it's insane. But
you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be able to do that.
No, you shouldn't
be able to do that. But they're like, yeah, no, we're going to do that. We're going to lose 3-0. Don't worry.
We're just going to play now. We're going to play now.
Wow.
What a story, right? Like, I was right there with these two crazy fuckers, embraced with beers and watching the last game. And we were there watching the first game. Like, the way that Winston era started, that first pass, and it's like, oh, shit. Did we pick the right guy? And then how it ended, and it's like, did he really just bookending? And then to go from that to winning the fucking Super Bowl the very next year is you can't make that shit up. That's not even a script that if somebody looked at that, they'd be like, yeah, the fuck right, bro. We're not writing this shit. We're not making a movie out of this. It's just stupid.
It's a movie.
Who would believe that? You're right.
Nobody.
Who would believe that? Oh, Super Bowl in their own town. Oh, because if you were in a coma a year ago and I woke you up and I go, hey, who won? And somebody asked you, who won the Super Bowl? It was the Bucs with Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette, Gronkowski, and AB. They're like, this dude's smoking crack. Get the hell out of here. Do you even know what football is? Get out of here.
Still on meds. Man. The end game was more realistic. Honestly, if you woke me up and you said, hey, Thanos snapped his fingers, I'd be like, yeah, I can see it.
That actually happened.
That's actually what happened to us. So somebody snapped their fingers at the end of that pick six to finally ended that game in overtime with James Woods and the Falcons. Snapped their fingers, and then we came back after they reversed all of that shit, and here we are. We've got a fucking all-star roster playing our own fucking home stadium for a Super Bowl. It was insane.
And oh, by the way, during some fucking weird-ass pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stank has mentioned that a couple times, Jay. I don't know you guys at 620 stuff, but we're pretty fucking lucky, bro, to be honest. Like, can you imagine being like, I don't fucking know, a Jets fan? Like, New York is shut the fuck down and your team is garbage. Like, we've had a very pleasant distraction.
You got a pleasant distraction. That's for
my whole family's from New York, so I've been hearing that for like a year. And even because I'm the only one in my whole family that lives down here. Everybody else still lives in New York. So for 15 years, I've been trying to get them to, but I got brothers and sisters. My grandma, she's 83, still kicking it. My grandma's 83. She listens to WDAE every day. She's such a thug. I'm like, you're such a boss, grandma. She's like, I don't throw up gang signs anymore. I'm like, all right, you're cool. You're cool. But yeah, they've been saying like for 15 years, why do you live in Tampa? I haven't heard shit in the last 12 months at all. Ain't nobody saying anything because my uncle who's a Jets fan. It's like, well, good luck with your Sam Darnold situation. We're going to hang out with the GOAT down here. So yeah, you're lucky. We're so lucky, man. We're so grateful. And it kind of paints a nice picture on how bad 2020's been. And then we kind of feel a little guilty, like, well, it hasn't been too bad in Tampa. So we're not complaining down here. That's for sure.
It's a long winter.
And the weather's been ridiculous, man. I mean, our winter here is fucking paradise.
Amazing.
Talked about it being crazy. Some crazy headlines. What is it called? What is it? Rumor or lying season? What do you call it? Offseason? Latte, you have that name for it. You call it it's lying season. I thought you said something to me a couple days ago. But anyways, everyone's spreading shit. There's rumors everywhere. Apparently, Tom Brady wants OBJ to come to town.
Yeah.
It's not fucking real.
It's funny with this story. I took a different angle today on the show because, I've been, as a guy that grew up in New York, my dad's, still follow the Giants pretty closely. And I watched how brilliant Odell Beckham Jr. can be at the height of how, when everything's on the up and up. when things go bad, I also see him make out with a kicking net. And I don't know what the hell's wrong with that guy. Why would the Bucs want him down here? One reason only, and that's Tom Brady. And that's what scares me. That usually you hear something about this and then it goes away. They're like, whatever. But we keep hearing about it. And that worries me a little bit, that there might be, where there's smoke, there's fire. And he's only on the hook for $15 million over the next 3 years. I would rather have Chris Godwin, don't get me wrong, but it's not about what we want, unfortunately. If the GOAT says, I want OBJ here, the Bucs might find a way. So again, I don't know how comfortable I feel about it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know why we keep hearing about this.
Here's the thing, Jay.
I'll tell you how. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
In this offense, nobody's catching 10 balls in a game.
I'm saying.
It's never going to happen. So why would you ever – we already have so much invested at that position. And, nobody's going to talk about getting rid of Mike Evans. And obviously everybody wants Chris Godwin to come back. But to invest even more in that position when you might go a stretch where your tight ends catch the majority of the passes or your backs do, we don't need him. We definitely don't need him. I don't know that anybody can really be a locker room cancer with Tom Brady here. I really don't. I mean, I'm going to pivot a little bit to some other rumors that came out today. Not even a rumor, came right out of the horse's mouth. Gerald McCoy wants to come back.
Why?
Why?
Say my feelings about OBJ, and you're gonna bring up this old.
Wait. Let's have fun.
Let's have some fun.
That was good. That's good.
He does a great Gerald.
He does a great Gerald.
I was hoping he was going to do the Gerald. Listen, Gerald can't.
I don't want him. I don't want him here. I don't want him here.
Before we pivot to Gerald, listen, we made the right choice the first time around. We went with Mike Evans instead of OBJ. Okay, that was the right choice.
Definitely.
Secondly, OBJ's been on the decline. Third, he's too pretty to play what Chris Godwin does. He's not going to do that. He's not going to go inside and block and get dirty and maybe only catch 1 or 2 balls, because that's the way this offense works. Sometimes Mike's going to go off. Sometimes Godwin's going to go off. Sometimes it's Gronk. Sometimes it's XYZ. Who knows? We won the Super Bowl and Godwin had fucking 2 catches and Mike had 1. So that's not who never. That's just not going to work here. No, we're franchising Godwin. And if we do that, OBJ, there's only one fucking football. There's only one ball. That's it.
The only time OBJ is blocking anybody is on Twitter. And that's what people tend to forget. And I'm with you, though. When you look at Odell, bro, he plays with his best friend. Jarvis Landry is his best friend in Cleveland. And if he's not happy there, and I get it, I'm with you, Stank. I understand, like, he's not going to be a cancer because Tom Brady, he runs the roost there. I get it. But you're right. Like, how do you know? Like, all right, yeah, he only got 4 catches in the last 3 weeks. He may be cool with that, but what if somebody asks him about it? Hey, man, you only have 4 catches the last 3 weeks. How's he going to respond to that? Why would you upset the apple cart bringing a guy like that in here when you already know that Godwin and Evans are like, hey, man, we're about winning the ring. We know with the GOAT that things are going to be spread around. We've seen it in New England when they had 7 different running backs and 3 million different guys he threw the football to. Why do you bring a guy in here where you don't know if he's going to be able to kind of fall in line? But hey, some people on the other side are going to say nobody thought AB could do it. So maybe if he could do it, OBJ can do it. It's hard to go against the GOAT, man. But like what you guys said, it's kind of a luxury, not a necessity. And that's what the Buccaneers need to do. They need to focus on the necessities. They got to focus on the offensive line, the defensive line, and taking care of the guys that they're bringing back, rather than this pipe dream of bringing in a guy that might not be better than the 2 guys that you have here now anyway.
It's not even a luxury. At this point, it's fucking gluttony. We have Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
We have Tyler Johnson. We talked about Johnson in the slot. Johnson's perfect. I mean, if we lose Chris Godwin, which I don't think will happen, he will be franchise tagged. If we were to lose him, you have Tyler Johnson, who I feel is more than capable of stepping in, has the same physical build, does all the same things. Like, he's ready to take that role. And why pay somebody else when you've already got this guy on a rookie contract? It doesn't make any sense to go that route, regardless of Tom. Understood the AB move because AB, it was like an injury backup plan, and it ended up working out in our favor because we did need him. But at this point, you're just stuffing your face with more wide receivers than is even necessary. This is just, I don't think it's a real rumor. I think it may be some shit that's just being, put up by OBJ's camp to get him out of there. Which, again, like you said, man, he's playing with his best friend and he still wants out. So
that's great.
What can you say about that?
I agree with you, Sammer, 100%. As far as your assessment with Tyler, you said that at this point it'd just be stuffing your, gluttony. I agree. I mean, what better receiver to go into the slot and stuff the slot. That's what he does. He stuffs the slot. He pounds it right in there. Johnson in the slot. It's natural. So I agree.
Slides right in there, man.
Just slides
right in.
Slides right in there. Knows his role, and he's grown into that role as well.
He has.
He didn't look.
Was huge. He was
Not afraid to
huge.
get dirty.
And guys, think he's raw too. Think about it. He's raw.
Oh, he's definitely raw. Raw. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they call him Raw Dog in the locker room.
That's his nickname. Wow.
Yep.
It
and
is.
then to Stank's point about fucking Gerald McCoy, really, bro?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, hold on. Go back to Johnson and the protection. No, I'm just kidding.
He's good. I don't know how much he believes in protection, but this whole Gerald McCoy nonsense. You know why Gerald McCoy wants to come to town? Because Gerald McCoy wants a ring. That's it. You know what, Gerald? You can watch us get a ring.
What's wrong with that?
Go get some fucking season tickets and watch it like all of us. I stole that from somebody on Twitter. I can't remember who it was, but it's definitely not my take. But there was a reason they got rid of that guy, and it wasn't money. It wasn't necessarily even skill or talent. It was the fact that he did not fit the mentality that they wanted on this team, and they didn't know what they were going to get from him in a 3-4, scheme compared to what he's played in 4-3 his entire career up to that point. And they said, you know what? Sue gives us a fucking play style that fits this defense and a mentality that fits what we want to do. This guy doesn't. It wasn't even about money. And, we know he can play in the 3-4. Gerald, we don't know shit about that. And we know you're too fucking nice. He's not coming back. It was never about money. A cheaper Gerald McCoy isn't coming back. It doesn't make him a better Gerald McCoy. He's still the same fucking Gerald McCoy. I don't want to see him anywhere near the team. If he wants to, he can sit in the fucking club seats or the luxury suites and watch as much as he wants.
Listen,
he's not playing for the team again.
Shut your mouth. You listen.
I think you're writing this thing off way too easily, bro.
Listen here. I'm going to put the Johnson. Listen here, bro. Gerald McCoy, blood, sweat, and tears, gave it all up for the team. He took Trevor Sikkema to go see the freaking Avengers, okay,
he
bro?
Sure did.
Gerald McCoy.
So what?
He should be in the Ring of Honor, bro.
Oh,
But
God.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Listen,
Real 93.
Real talk, though. We all know, even from an Exodus standpoint, it wasn't just a mentality thing, even though that was a big part of it. I believe they wanted to get nastier on the D-line. One of Jason Light's quotes was, I'm tired of seeing, my D-line, offensive line getting beat up in the trenches. I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of getting owned in the trenches. That's actually why he took Vita Vea instead of Derwin James. But
Great pick.
Gerald's not here, not just because of the mentality. That's a big part. But it's also because we all seen it. He loves to fucking freelance. I'm just going to shoot this gap and wow, look at my get off. And then they just blew past you with the run. What are you doing? Stay in your gap. It's just not disciplined. It's just not going to work, bro. It just won't work. It won't work.
It's funny you say that too, because we were talking about on the show today about
I know
how
you're
Gerald McCoy is, oh yeah, no, and I call him out on that. I'm not afraid of that at all. But I brought up the point of, all right, you're getting a different Gerald McCoy, kind of like Chris Archer going back with the Rays. All right, Chris Archer's not the ace anymore. He's just one of the starters. He doesn't have to have that, all that pressure of being the leader. Just go out there and do your thing. The expectations are lower. And I try to make that analogy. Well, maybe if Gerald's more, I don't want to say rotational guy, but maybe he's not the guy that you're looked at like, all right, that's the number one D tackle on the team. He can go out there and play his game. But I go back to, with Ian not being the biggest Gerald McCoy fan, he's not afraid to say that. I was at his house one time. He's like, let's watch the tape. We watched the entire game, and then we went back and watched it right after it. He goes, let's watch the first 15 plays of Gerald McCoy. And guys, I watched it, and on 13 of the 15 plays, just like you said, Bobby, it was good. The ball went one way, he went the other way, and it's just like, dude, like, you're right. He was getting past his guy, but the ball was on the other side of the field. And it's just like, man, it wasn't something that it was just derived because he didn't like the guy. It's just, yeah, he's got great get off. I'll remember the game against Atlanta, we knocked the pass down at the end of the game. That's great. But those moments were too few and far between. And even though he was a great guy, and I think sometimes maybe that's a little overblown. Listen, Luke Kuechly was one of the best defenders I've seen in my lifetime. I mean, he was picking up everybody. Nobody, he was a nice guy too, but he was also a freaking maniac. I don't think Gerald was a maniac enough to where he was making the other guys on the defense like, bro, we got to make sure we're taking every rep like a Super Bowl rep. Forget about a game rep or a playoff rep. I need a Super Bowl rep. And that's the hugest difference, I think. Being able to go to a couple practices before the season this year, watching Tom Brady, his impact, bro, it's crazy. Like the practice was different. No balls hit the ground. Nobody's walking from station to station. It was like, this is the way things need to be done. If not, then you can get the hell out of here. And you didn't see that because a lot of times it was like, at times Club Med, when it was just like, all right, these guys are working hard, but it wasn't the same thing. And you could see the difference between a Tom Brady-led team and the way it has been the last 5 or 6 years.
The one thing that always stood out to me during Gerald McCoy's time, I heard this sometime. You don't just want guys that love to win. You want guys who hate to lose. Mm-hmm. Gerald McCoy didn't hate to lose. He loved to win. And some people are like, oh, that's the same thing. No, it's very fucking different. And one of the first things BA told us, and Latte reminds us of this all the fucking time, he said, I need nothing but guys with a high give a shit meter. High give a shit. And you know what? Gerald McCoy was soon after shipped out. So you do the fucking math.
I go back.
Just because you're dancing on the sideline when you're down by, what is it?
Yeah, it was Listen,
it's not about that. It's the guy never seemed to care enough. Like, it never felt like why are we more pissed off than him? You don't have to show it to me all the time, but let me see it sometimes. Mike Evans, great guy, right? He shows that frustration. You see that he fucking hates to lose. Gerald McCoy never fucking showed me that he hates to lose.
Vita Vea comes to my one of my establishments.
And I think too, sometimes guys,
sometimes to sign autographs after the game because he was so pissed off of losing that he didn't want to be mean to the fans because he wanted to show them support and love because they support him. But he's like, I don't want to fucking do this right now. Not because I don't appreciate you, but I'm fucking pissed. We just lost. And Gerald's like,
Gerald's the guy that able.
Gerald loves that fucking spotlight. He loves that camera. He loves the microphone. He fucking loves that shit. You tell him he's going to come in as a rotational guy and take a back seat. Get the fuck out of here. He's like, let's take the prayer circle. He's going to bring the prayer circle back. He's going to do all of that shit, and he's going to try to be the fucking center of attention.
Whoa. Sam Rowley attacked the religion. I'm just going to be quiet.
That's not what I mean, man. It's that whole mentality. He's trying to make it about himself all the time, man.
I think sometimes athletes get kind of denigrated a little bit because they're able to compartmentalize after the game better, and sometimes it's like when a team loses a lot, you're like, well, he doesn't hate to lose enough. I don't know if that's always fair. One thing to me, it's about productivity. And for all those years, we haven't had a double-digit sack guy since who? Simeon Rice for years. The most important thing, regardless, he was great to me, so I can never say anything bad on a personal side. And all the other stuff about him handling winning or losing, whatever. I don't know how much that really has to do with how well he played on Sunday. But what I saw on Sunday was that a guy that did not make the other guys around him better. Look at the difference between a guy like Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh making guys on the outside better. When Vita Vea went down to an injury in Chicago, what happened on the outside? Guys, they struggled a little bit. There was a little bit of an issue with Shaq and JPP. So that was my biggest thing. It was instead of Gerald being the guy to get 10 sacks, like we've seen D tackles do in the NFL, or occupy so many freaking blockers in the middle that it opened up for even a no-name guy to get 10 sacks. To me, the productivity was the number one thing that I was like, damn, a number one, a first round pick, a top 5 guy. To me, that's the thing I'm looking down on him for. What he does after the game in the spotlight is what it is to me.
I defended him. I liked the pick when it happened. I defended him until the last day he was a Buck. He lost me, and I don't know, Jay. I don't know if you guys picked it up or I've talked to you, Sammer, and Stank about it. But that first game that I mentioned earlier, the Tennessee one, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Oh god, easy, Lovey.
Throw up. After that game, the Bucs Twitter account post. You know how they post little highlights, conversations, snippets. Well, he was speaking. Who the hell's the? There's a linebacker and a DN. It started with a OK. I can't remember. Arapco, something like that. There was a D line from Tennessee that ended up
Brian Arapco.
Arapco, yeah. He ended up opening a cookie place or a baking thing with another player. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was a kind of like a yeah.
Yeah, he's dapping him after the game. And Brian's like, man, I'm sorry we did you like that, bro. Because you guys remember, we're all hyped, the number 1 pick versus the number 2 pick, and they fucking kicked us in the teeth. And he's like, sorry we had to do you like that, bro. And Gerald literally says out of his mouth, it's all good, bro. I got my 2 sacks. I'm like, nobody's going to pick up on that? It's all good. I got my 2 sacks. What the fuck? And then as far as attitude, I mean, the perfect example is 4-5. We have him right here on the team. Every time that motherfucker tackles somebody, he's in their face. Like it's just a different kind of energy, bro. It's a different energy. Love it, hate it.
Well, I think the problem.
That's what I want. I want some dogs on my team.
Gerald was thrust in to be the face of the franchise right away, and then the same thing happened with Jameis. nobody to really learn from, nobody to learn how to be a pro. Like put him in a different locker room on a different defense where you have some other leaders around. You're not the one in front of the camera always having to be the face. I think things turn out a little different. It's okay to be a nice guy.
What about Sue? Sue's exact same scenario.
He went to Detroit, bro.
Different, okay, but did he turn Detroit's defense into a Super Bowl defense? No,
but he played with a tenacity and he
played
like
they're
a
different
fucking
guys.
dog.
Get that
Double-digit sacks. He's done that a couple times.
You can see the difference, man. You mentioned fucking 45. When 45 didn't play in the Washington football team playoff game, I want to call them Redskins. What did that defense look like? It didn't look like the defense we saw for the next 3 games, right? He comes in, everyone around is amazing. They all take on his same mentality, that same, that aggressive nature.
Same position. Vita Vea.
Vita Vea,
Vita Vea is not the meanest guy on the field.
And everyone says he didn't have guys around him. Dude, he played a season next to Bennett. I mean, he had guys around him. He didn't make anybody around him better. And I don't know if we get a different version of Gerald McCoy now. And probably get a more broken down version of him, which we already fucking went through. I'm not interested in it. I think it's him
as a rotational guy. If he comes in, no money,
he'd have to pay this team Chris Godwin's fucking salary bonus. Pay Chris Godwin's bonus, and then I'll let him play. That's how I would approach it. Pay to play, Gerald. Otherwise, sit on the sidelines, bro.
Pay to play, Mr. Glazer. I got about $850 in the bank.
Yeah,
850 million. No, 850,000. Click.
No, that's not enough. We need to keep Godwin happy. What are you bringing to the table? That's how it should be all approached.
So what do you think? How would you rank it, Jay, in reference to what you think we need to bring back in reference of importance? Levante, Godwin, etc.
See, I think to me, Godwin is number 3. And I love Godwin. I think he's an all-around receiver, but kind of like what you guys said before, you got T Money in there. You got Tyler Johnson that can kind of pick up the slack. Don't be surprised if they draft another guy in the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th round to kind of fill in, kind of be that next guy to learn underneath. I always feel like rookies are better when they can sit back and they learn from some guys ahead of them. So I think Tyler Johnson is going to take the best from Mike Evans, the best from Chris Godwin, and from what I've heard, even the best from Antonio Brown, and kind of learning like, hey, this is how you have to run routes. And Brady's done that so much differently than Jameis Winston. Talking to Michael Clayton a lot about this and saying how Brady has told his receivers, hey, man, you got to at times get in between the defender and the football. I don't ever remember anybody saying that when Jameis was in town. And that's not a knock on Jameis. It's just Brady's been doing this at the highest level for so long. There's just bound to be a big difference between Jameis Winston and Tom Brady. But that's why I have Godwin at 3. I would like to see him franchise tag, but I think Shaq is the number one important thing. You have to rush the passer. If you've learned anything from this team, it's you got to build from the trenches in to out. I think Shaq is a huge part of this team. It's tough to put Levante too, man, because I really feel like he's one of those unsung heroes. And he was on that same crappy defense that Gerald was, but he was still putting up numbers. So there's like for people that are saying, oh, Gerald and this and that, and he was on a bad team. Well, Levante, when you look at the stats, I mean, hell, he's putting up like huge Hall of Fame type level stats.
Better numbers than Kuechly.
Yeah, just not getting the love because the team sucked and he wasn't getting any Pro Bowls.
I heard you and Ian talking about that earlier where they
him and Ray Lewis.
Yeah, some crazy, ridiculous stats that only him and Ray Lewis are in the same category. And
think about how different those two teams are, right? Ray Lewis was on this like perennial Ravens team that was badass, and Sam and Jonathan Ogden were drafted. So he's playing in the middle of the defense, playing usually ahead. Levante's playing from behind. His team's usually getting, the crap beat out of him, and he's putting up those same numbers. To me, it's tough to, I tie Shaq and Levante, but I know how important the pass rush is. Is Shaq going to price himself out? He may. And that's where I think you've got to kind of look maybe in free agency on a short-term deal, very similar to what you did with Sue and JPP, and then possibly with that pick at the end of the first round. You have to fortify that defensive line. But, man, I would hate to see 45 and 54 be split apart because you guys saw it. I believe it was that 3rd down. I want to say the 3rd quarter or the 4th quarter where Kelsey was right down the seam and Levante broke it up. And I was just like, wow, I don't care what the stats say. That was one of those plays where only a handful of linebackers in the league are going to make that play on Travis Kelce, who does such a good job of, as I alluded to before, getting between him and the defender to make sure he catches the ball with his hands out in front. And Levante was like, no, this ain't going to happen. He broke it up. So I don't want to see Levante leave. I think he should retire a Buccaneer. The Bucs have to try to find a way. And hopefully, with Brady restructuring the contract a little bit, that they can bring back Shaq, Levante, and Godwin in that order.
Yeah, and with Levante, it's not all about numbers. That guy
it's not.
A smart football player. He, you know, his instincts are incredible, and he's helped groom 45 in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously, it's like his little brother out there. I don't think Levante wants to leave. I think Levante, you know, probably has to take a little bit less money to stay, because I can't see the guy. I think he's loyal to Jason. Jason's a Nebraska guy. He's born and raised in this not born and raised, but I mean born in this as a Buccaneer, and I think he'd like to stay.
Yeah, but I don't see what's crazy, man, is I think about it. Devin White is a second-year player, which is insane, right?
No offseason.
It hadn't dawned on me since the season ended. I had not once thought about the fact that he's a fucking second-year player, right? He still needs Levante. There's still moments where he needs Levante. If Levante's gone, we're gonna see a drop off from Devin, just because that's what's gonna naturally happen,
especially in coverage.
I'm sure Levante's helped him. I'm sure Levante's in his ear. I'm sure there's all sorts of things that come with being a veteran and having that guy next to you. Big deal. I agree that Levante should be the number one. Absolutely get him re-signed. Figure out a way to keep him with Devin until he retires. So when he leaves, Devin has soaked up every fucking ounce of Levante he could possibly soak up. And I will disagree with you on the Chris Godwin over Shaq thing, though. Absolutely. Or Shaq over Chris Godwin. I think it's Levante, Chris Godwin get franchised, and figure out a way to keep Shaq. If you can't, I'm sorry. As long as we have Vita, I think you can plug in just about anybody on the outside there who's a capable starter, not some guy like Anthony Nelson. But if you can get a guy, you know, the Ravens just let go of Ngakwe, yeah. That guy's decent. But I mean, at that point, if you're going to pay him, why not just give Shaq the same money? I feel like they're going to keep those three guys. But in the order that you put them, I can't put Shaq over any of those two guys. I just can't.
Supposedly Von Miller's on his way out in
Von Miller's got some off the field stuff going on, though. I'm good.
Yeah, they're not pressing charges.
Yeah,
but you got to be careful. You got to be careful plugging guys in, because a lot of people think, well, you just plug in another pass rusher.
Right.
That's not always the way it goes, man. It's, you know, those entities that are being let go are being let go for a reason. And people tend to forget that. You're always like, oh, wow, that guy looks good over there. You know, well, he's being let go. And one thing we've learned about the NFL, if you're good enough, your team is going to find a way to keep you. So to think that like, oh, yeah, we're just going to be able to plug in another guy at the DN just because of how good Vita Vea is playing. And trust me, I said it before, Vita Vea is such a huge part of that defensive line, and he definitely makes the outside guys better, something that Gerald did not do. But, man, to see Shaq really rise to the occasion, especially in the postseason, you guys know, if a guy doesn't have the greatest regular season like Shaq did, especially compared to last year, and he comes out, not everybody comes out and starts balling in the postseason, but that's what he did. He rose to the occasion. His light shone brightest when the lights were the brightest. So it's going to be tough for me to think that they're going to be like, oh, we'll just get another guy in the defensive end to go opposite of JPP and still be as good as you were last year. But I see where you're coming from, though, Sammer. Hopefully they can bring them all back, and it's a moot point.
Yeah, it was more of a worst case scenario. If I were to pick one guy to lose, I feel like that would be the guy, because Levante's too important for Devin, and he deserves to be here. I know he's not going to get a payday.
We already have a plethora of receiving options, and if you know, I think for sure losing Shaq would be a bigger hit than losing Godwin.
Yeah, but Bruce has said so many times how Chris Godwin is the engine of this offense. And you can tell when they run the ball better when Chris Godwin's on the field, when Chris Godwin's there in help and blocking. Like, he's a big deal. Not to say Tyler Johnson can't fill in some of that, but Chris Godwin has had so much praise thrown down on him from Bruce and Jason. I can't see them letting him go. And that's why I think the franchise tag is so key. And franchise tagging Shaq just comes with I think it's 25% higher. You have to pay him 25% more because you franchise tagged him 2 years in a row. And I don't think the Bucs are ready to just waste some money like that. So
Shaq doesn't want that either. You want to be, you know, he's trying to get paid too. And you want to have some bad feelings. You franchise Shaq again, and then for sure he's gone next year. I'm sure. You franchise tag Godwin, you got 1 year, maybe you work something out. You kind of see where you can move some money from another spot, you know, but then we got to remember too, if Godwin was that good, then, you know, maybe Mike, you know, how come Mike Evans isn't being talked about being moved then? If Godwin is that important, you know what I mean? He's still a guy that's just an option.
Wow.
Oh, chill, Jay.
You just say that?
No, but what I'm saying is if Godwin if Godwin is the most important receiver, I'm with you, bro.
Podcast, don't
I'm
talk
with
about
you.
13, bro.
All I'm saying is that if Godwin is that much of an important part of the offense, how come more people are not talking about moving Mike Evans? See what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't think it's the right.
You got me. Because now I'm like, well, Godwin's not the same without 13.
No. Listen, and that's one thing that other people are going to say as well. When you look at Chris Godwin, some people say he's going to get a big contract. I'm not disputing that. But playing devil's advocate, why wouldn't you give Chris Godwin the contract? Well, maybe some people are going to go, well, we haven't really seen him be a number one type receiver without Mike Evans on the other side. So that might work in the Buccaneers' favor. Some people might have a little buyer's beware, like, damn, bro, do we really want to throw money at a guy that hasn't been lined up with a one on the other side? So hopefully that'll work out for the Buccaneers.
But in the NFL, nobody says that. We've seen tons of guys who are number twos get number one money and then flop on fall flat on their faces.
No, I understand, but I'm talking.
We've seen the Mohamed Sanus. We've seen all those guys. We've seen it just always happens. So I think Chris Godwin's a guy who's like, listen, dude, we're going to franchise tag you 1 year. Cap goes up next season. You'll get paid. You'll be here forever. It's all good. And he's the guy who's like, you know what? I don't get injured. I know how to take care of my body. We'll be fine. I think that's why I have a feeling he's the one who gets franchise tagged. I mean, I could be completely fucking wrong. They're like, hey, see you later. We still have wide receiver number one, just kind of chilling on the sidelines. We don't even really need you. All right. I see that. You don't know.
Yeah, and I'm talking more about the amount that he's going to get, not so much of him not getting big time, because I think he'll get big time money regardless. But as far as him going out, if he doesn't get franchise tag, do you really think Chris Godwin's going to get paid as a top 5 wide receiver in the game?
I do.
That could help the Buccaneers. If it's top 10 or 15, that's what I'm saying as far as fitting him under the cap. Because if he's going to get that franchise tag, he's going to get paid like one of those top receivers. It's such a weird math, It's like, damn it, they said there wouldn't be math.
Jay, we've had a hot debate on this podcast here over the last few days. I'm gonna move on. Unless Christian, you got something. Lots of questions.
Just one quick one, because Jay made a point about be careful what you're buying when you're buying just a name with the Von Miller thing. It's kind of like JJ Watt, man. That guy got paid, and he's not worth that kind of money anymore. He got paid off his name. That's it, not off of production.
No, well, he met with them and he told them that he's going to work really, really hard. Like he's always going to lift weights.
Like Gerald McCoy?
Yeah. Except with
Sammer's
voice.
Yo, when he was in the ice, I was waiting for Sammer. I was like, oh, here comes the tweet. Here comes the tweet. And it was kind of like, oh, I bet you he told 30 people, watch out my Instagram live. I'm about to jump into
he made sure to tell
a frozen pond.
He reminded everybody who asked him about that photo how much time and effort went into digging that hole.
Oh yeah.
He texted his 4th grade PE teacher and said, I'm about to jump into a hole in a frozen pond.
I'm not doing that shit. You got polar bears and shit.
Go
ahead and make your debate point here, because I'm going to own you again.
Owning nobody. Bro, what?
Own you again.
Jay, the Bucs hold the 32nd pick.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Here we go.
So if you're the GM of this team, okay, what position are you focusing on at 32?
Do you guys want to give me your picks first, or do you want?
No, definitely not. I don't want to,
because I kind of know. I watched the last episode.
We can't lead the witness, bro.
Oh, see, he knows. He already knows the debate. Then, so where do you lie on this debate? Because
listen, man.
Go
ahead.
I was gonna say Latte is a running back guy. He said we're taking a running back. This coaching staff, this team, they're all in. It's a position that's going to make the most impact right now, and it's at a position where we probably need a guy who can do it all. Can't disagree with those points. However, me and Sammer, right? You're on the same page with me.
Sammer and I, yes.
Thank you, Sammer.
Sammer, the English teacher.
I was literally I was twitching. Sammer and me.
Sammer and I, where it's all about the trenches. We saw what happened when we lost Vita Vea this year. We know that Sue's not going to be here much longer. We know that JPP is not going to be here, very much longer. And who knows if something does happen where we move on from Shaq, I think it becomes a huge position of need to add a defensive end or an interior guy on the defense line. So we're kind of on that level. So what do you think?
Whoa. Am I allowed to make my counterpoint?
You can make your comment.
Go ahead.
I'm allowed to make my counterpoint here. Sure. I had this conversation with Stank. Stank said, we saw what happens when Vita went down. You're not getting a Vita Vea at 32, number one. Number two, the guys, the D tackles in this class, not very good, not very impressive. As a matter of fact, I was listening to Daniel Jeremiah's podcast today. There's not even a first round rated tackle this year. Maybe the kid from Alabama, but not truly a first round pick.
32nd pick is not really, it's on the border.
I did not speak your entire time. You're making your point. Let me make my counter argument here. Thank you, sir. So, Jay, would you rather draft a depth piece or draft a guy that's going to make a huge impact on the team? You look at this team from top to bottom last year. I love the guy, but the weakness was at running back. It's not on the O-line anymore. It's not quarterback. It's clearly not receiver. We got wide receiver and Scotty Miller, wide receiver 1, Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson, the slot. We already know slot slides right in. Perfect. And we know about the guys 13 and 14. We got tight ends. We have DB help. We have safeties. So why draft a depth piece that's going to be a rotational piece, not a starter, not a Vita Vea, over a guy like Najee Harris, Javonte Williams, or ETN if he drops? A guy that can literally impact the game on all facets. Lenny's gone. You have Rojo, who's one-dimensional. I love him, but he's one-dimensional. You have Keshawn Vaughn, and that's it. Maybe you get a James White, but he can't tote the pill the way Najee Harris can.
Don't forget about LaShawn McCoy. Guys getting rings.
Guys
getting rings.
LaShawn McCoy's not even playing. He's a hype man, bro. When I say Tampa, you say stop.
I'll argue against you, Latte, after Jay answers.
Go ahead, Jay.
So you're saying LaShawn McCoy is the Flavor Flav of the Chiefs and the Bucs? I'm down with that 100%. Sign me up. Flavor. Ian said he met him. He said, "Whoa, bro, that's another level, man. Another level." My man was doinking it.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Hell yeah. All right. So Latte, I was trying to I wanted to even up the score here, but unfortunately I'm a trench guy too. And I really researched this, and I thought about this before I came on with you guys, because I didn't want to just be like, "Oh, Latte, I know what you can't pick a running back in the first round." But I think back in the last couple of years, what did the Chiefs do in this same position last year? They go, "Damn, bro, our roster looks pretty sharp. Let's go."
They broke Latte's heart. What they did was break Latte's heart.
They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, right? Their offensive line at the time was okay. And then Schwartz goes down, Duvernay-Tardif goes down, or he opts out. Fisher goes down. And then it's like, damn, bro, this is who you're starting in the Super Bowl. You think a defensive tackle or a defensive end, even though they looked good last year, it would have been nice to have another D end or maybe another D tackle to pair up Chris Jones. Maybe the Super Bowl looks a little different. To me, at the running back position, it's hard for me to think that any team should take a running back in the first round. The more and more I keep thinking about that, because look, if we did this last year, we didn't even know Leonard Fournette was going to be on the team. We had no idea. And you said it too. The offensive line is good. If the offensive line is that good, you really shouldn't have to put a focus on who your running back is. I think Ronald Jones took steps in year 3 now. Mm-hmm. I think Keyshawn Vaughn is a guy that they really, really do like. And he is a guy that's going to be able to tote the rock a little bit more. And there is going to be a veteran. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's James White. Somebody else said Rex Burkhead. There might be somebody else that we don't think that all of a sudden is going to be like, damn, that guy's available. And he's going to be like, I'll play for the veteran minimum to go play with Tom Brady. To put a guy like that, who is that?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones is not
veteran minimum. Come to Tampa.
No way. Gone. He's trying to break the bank.
He's free agency day 1. He's gone.
Yeah.
He could take the Jameis Winston deal to learn behind the great. He come here for $1 million.
Learn behind Rojo.
No. During the Tampa period, he's going to be gone.
Yes. So do I look at a guy like Basham, the kid out of Wake Forest, who can really rush the passer? I like him. You got to look at guys that Todd Bowles likes on his defense. I still don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to draft another corner, whether it's Horn out of South Carolina or somebody like that, because you can never have enough corners. You guys know.
You can never have enough horns.
Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Never enough horns. But in the next 2 years, think about it. We talk about how, guys are going to get paid. In the next 2 or 3 years, guys like Sean Murphy-Bunting and Jamel Dean and guys like that, somebody might overpay for a guy like that. And then you got to, chuck the deuce on him and he's going to be out of here. Yeah, I agree. The safety position with Whitehead and also with this guy right here, pretty badass. But I don't know if a rotational guys rotate on the D. Look at who was rushing the passer at the end of the game there. It wasn't the big guys. It was guys like Anthony Nelson and guys like Cam Gill. So you don't really know how much of an impact those guys are going to be. You don't know that if you're going to get a completely healthy JPP and a completely healthy for Ndamukong Suh. And listen, Vita Vea, I know that was more of a freak injury, but you really don't know. You're rotating those guys in anyway. I just think it makes a lot more sense. And it reminds me a lot of not just Kansas City last year, but the Giants years ago when they drafted JPP. It was like, bro, they had Tuck and Strahan. I was like, what do you need another DN for? And look what happened. A couple years later, they won another Super Bowl on the back of running that. Tuck, Umanora, and Strahan, and then they took JPP. And then Steve Spagnuolo, who was the DC for Kansas City, ran the NASCAR package and ran all four of those guys out there at the same time. I don't think you can ever have enough guys on the defensive line. I see what you're saying. Latte, you bring up a lot of good points, brother, but I just think D-line's the way to go.
You're 100% right, Jay. Except there's not a JPP in this year's class. There's not even.
Oh, yeah. I mean, JPP wouldn't have lasted until 30 in that either.
It's going to be available at 32. Secondly, you don't draft running backs in the first round. It's the 32nd pick. And our coach loves to say it. Our coach loves to say it. You don't pay running backs. So you get an extra year out of them, and it's technically really a second-round pick. You get the fifth-year option.
Mm-hmm.
Thirdly, we're in win-now mode. Rotational piece. Impact fucking horse that can do it all.
How is a rookie running back not a rotational guy?
Yeah, that's what you're missing. That's what I understand your logic is.
So,
and I honestly think the Bucs.
A Javonte Williams or a Najee Harris won't be toting or taking the majority of the fucking snaps by the
I
fucking.
I don't know. What if he doesn't pick up the playbook? What if they don't trust him to pick up the blitz?
He can't.
Okay, I get that. That's not what we're arguing, though. We're not arguing that.
Pass block, he can't catch. I'm talking about a complete back.
They have no fear in having Rojo pick up a blitz. My point is, if you get a rookie, any rookie, okay, there's no guarantee he's going to learn the playbook fast enough. There's no guarantee that Tom's going to be comfortable with him picking up a blitz. And no matter what you say, bro, he's going to be rotational anyway. So, like, your logic is saying that a defensive player is going to be rotational, not impactful. I'm sorry, but just like Jay said, he totally beat me to that point. The guys on the D-line rotate a lot. And if you have a guy who can learn from Sue and be next to Vita Vea for years to come because of what he learns from Sue, and he goes in and keeps Sue fresh, keeps Vita Vea fresh, we might lose Nacho. We might not have Nacho back. He's a free agent, right? You have to fill in those depth pieces that will actually have an impact, just not splash right in your face every day or every Sunday on the stat sheet, but they make an impact.
Nachos in the first round now. Okay,
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not comparing him to a Nacho. I'm saying you're gonna have a hole.
32 at 32. The pass rush you're gonna get is not that great, bro.
I didn't say he's great. That's the point. He doesn't have to be.
So your argument is that
he doesn't have to be great.
So your argument, the first or second running back, because it's the top of that position class, is going to be a more of a benefit right away for the Buccaneers. Is that your argument?
Yes, and a better player than the freaking 15th rated pass rusher.
I hear what you're saying.
The third rated D tackle.
Well, one thing that we have learned with Bruce Arians in his tenure is that it takes a while for him to trust those running backs. Hell, he had a quick hook on Rojo this year. So all it takes is for one of those guys to not pick up one blitz. Brady's giving him the side eye. Bruce Arians goes, sit your ass on the bench. Listen, they like Keyshawn Vaughn, and look at how much he played down the stretch. I see what you're saying, Latte. Especially with this Buccaneers team, they're not going to have a guy like Travis Etienne or a guy like Najee Harris and go, hey, you're going to be the lead back, and put him ahead of Rojo, Keyshawn Vaughn, and maybe a free agent guy that we don't know about yet, just because it's so hard to translate from the college game to the pro game. What you're saying in optics, if you look at the top guy at the running back position, that'd be great, but it's just, I don't know if it's realistic.
I honestly think they go best player available. And if it's a running back, oh well. If it's not,
gonna be a running back.
My personal opinion, I don't think they're gonna go running back. That's all.
I could see them going on the other side of the line as well. I could see them. I think I even heard the other day they were interviewing one of the tackles.
Yeah, Oklahoma State. That big.
See, that's where I agree with Latte though. I don't know if I would go offensive line, because you're not rotating guys on the offensive line. So in essence, you're really picking a bench guy. If I know that they're taking a defensive line guy, I know he may not be starting in week 1, but he'll probably be starting 7, 8, or 9, and definitely when a guy gets banged up. We don't necessarily know that with the running back position. So I wouldn't go on the offensive line. I'd go defensive line, because he's going to see some action.
And I hope they draft a running back. I hope they draft a running back just for Latte, because I want to see my boy happy. I want to see him happy.
And I get what you're saying, Jay. I get what you're saying as far as, you know, the defense and the rotational player. I understand all of that. I don't want to take a player that's the 15th rated player at his position just because. I'd rather take the best player available. That's probably going to be a running back.
So if they took the best kicker or the best punter available, would you be all right with that?
Come on.
I'm just
Hey,
messing.
Latte.
I'm just messing with you.
I'll tell you, what was Mike Evans rated at, which, pre-draft? Was he the best receiver in the class? Because I think he was the fourth receiver taken?
He was the second receiver taken.
No, he wasn't.
Sammy
No,
Watkins,
he
then it was him, then OBJ went after him. Yes, he was. We took him
More-
with
More importantly, who was the fourth ranked offensive lineman in the draft last year?
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs.
Tristan Wirfs, and he ended up being the best one. One of the, in my opinion, the best rookie season that the Buccaneers, any Buccaneer has ever had. I know it's hard to quantify against guys like Clayton and Cadillac and guys where you could put receiving stats and things like that. It's hard to quantify more of an offensive lineman. But do you guys agree with that? I think he had the best rookie season in Buccaneers history.
He did. He also was probably the best rookie. Not probably. He was the best rookie offensive lineman. We also picked him at 14.
Mm-hmm.
Like a player like that's going to make it possibly. You have a shot, and we traded up one. Guys like that aren't going to make it to 32. Guys like Clyde Edwards-Helaire are going to make it to 32. Like, you're not going to get a bona fide trench player at 32.
Where was Clyde? Where was Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the Super Bowl?
Huh?
He had a pretty decent game,
He had
actually.
a decent game, and they had
Those
to go
two runs in the second
We were
half,
up 31-9, bro. Like, what is it? We whooped their ass. They had no time to run the ball.
At the beginning of the season, when we watched the Chiefs play, I saw a lot of him throughout the year as it went on. I know he got injured for a little stretch too. I didn't see him very impactful, man. I'm just playing devil's advocate with you right now.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. It a lot. It was frustrating. It was.
He got banged up at the end of the year too. He's got a lot of talent. I
wanted him. I wanted the Bucs to grab him. I was with Latte.
Frustrating as somebody who had him in one of his 3 fantasy football leagues to watch him just not get the ball. Just fuck it. We're gonna let fucking Pat Mahomes cook, and it's like, what are we doing? And then when they give him the ball 30 times against the Bills, he gets 160 yards against the Bills.
We're all going to have to just agree to disagree. I hope they draft a running back just so you can be happy and you can never bring this up ever again. I hope he's like a Hall of Famer.
Let's get to the real important shit here.
Thank you. I'm done talking Bucs.
Talk about important fucking shit. We have real topics like Sammer.
Well, actually, we have 2 very important topics that we have to discuss with you. This was all just fluff, just to make this seem like a really good episode, right? So
everyone's good, guys. Everyone.
First things first, all right? Obviously, we are wing connoisseurs.
Oh, God.
All right. And we enjoy chicken wings, and we have put them on the pedestal of the number 1 food that anyone can consume. Doesn't matter what genre you're talking about. It is the best. The best food ever. Yep. I will eat wings for breakfast cold. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Delicious.
Put some feta cheese on there. Crack an egg on top.
Some people do fucking steak and eggs. We do wings and eggs.
Wings and waffles.
Wings and waffles.
Wings and waffles, baby. Yeah.
I've done that.
You take a waffle, you fucking throw a wing in there, you roll it up like a taco. Fuck the bones. Just go to town. All right, Jay. When you're having a wing,
about Tyler Johnson again.
When you're having
bones.
when you're having wings, man, are you going dripping wet? Are you going dry rub?
It depends on what kind of rub. I like black and rub usually. Not usually. I'll take the drip. I'm one of those guys that likes all kinds of wings.
You got to pick one here, bro. No waffling. Don't give me this Brett Favre answer. Give me a fucking straight up Tom Brady response here.
Since there's only one kind of dry rub I like, I'm going to go with the drip on the other side.
All right, good. All right, you passed number 1.
And more importantly, Jay, because people are here for the facts, for the good shit.
Let's hear it.
If you're having those wings, those dripping, beautiful, extra crispy, because there's only one way to have them extra crispy.
Double fry them bitches.
Yes.
Wings. Are you dipping them in blue cheese?
Oh, God, you guys. Shit. I know the answer.
Or shit.
Oh, you guys are going to hate me that I'm a ranch guy.
Oh, you're a shit guy.
Have to, bro.
Unreal.
I had a bad experience when I was a kid with blue cheese, and it wasn't good, and it stunk so bad.
Medical exemption?
Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of a medical exemption.
And then I had it like a month ago by accident. I was like, oh, what the is this? Hey, man, more power to you if you like blue cheese. I'm a ranch guy. Sorry, boys.
That's weak, man. That's weak.
I need to pivot off of that answer right away. Did you see what Earl Watford tweeted out yesterday, Jay?
Did you see that?
I didn't. Oh, wait. Refresh my memory. I know he said something.
Cinnamon toast crunched bread and fucking chicken sandwich.
No. It wasn't. It wasn't cinnamon toast crusted bread. It was cinnamon toast crusted.
I thought.
Chicken.
Crusted.
Oh yeah. I sorry. Samir came out. I said it incorrectly. My mistake.
All right. Latte, read the exact sandwich. I need the exact thing.
We still have a big question to ask you, man. This is a question that's kind of slipped through the cracks the last few episodes.
So here's the sandwich itself.
Okay.
See that? I mean, that's insane, right? And this is sandwich night. Cinnamon toast crusted barbecue chicken sandwich with habanero aioli and Asiago cheese. That got me off my couch last night. I mean, I stood up like, Lord Jesus, I need to try this.
I was driving. I pulled over and I had to read the tweets and I said, what am I looking at right now? This man is going to change my life forever. Amazing. Just, I don't know.
What's the question? Do I like that sandwich? I would eat
eat
4 of them. No, but that was phenomenal. I'm all for chicken sandwiches. Chicken, bacon, and cheese. That's it, man. I can live off that.
That's one of the trinities right there.
Okay, we might start a new thing here. So you're all about the chicken sandwich.
He's bringing it back.
Is it Chick-fil-A? Is it Popeyes? Is it when like what's the flavor? What is it?
This is dumb. No, we make food here. Why are we talking about restaurants? Fast food joints.
Which is favorite chicken sandwich?
Yeah,
I think Wendy's is really underrated. I don't know if it is underrated. So I think Wendy's is I like off the cuff. I don't like to be like, all right, I want to be like everybody else. Everybody was talking about the battle, and I'm like, I like the third brand. I like Wendy's. I get that Asiago chicken, double cheese, put the honey mustard on there. I'll put everything. I don't give it. I love chicken sandwiches.
I respect it. Personally, I think Chick-fil-A is a little overrated. I don't fucking care. Y'all can fight me. It's good. I'm not saying it's not good. Just a little overrated. It's chicken.
Their nuggets are better than a sandwich.
That's it.
It's a different nugget. That's a different nugget.
That nugget is.
It's like a little chicken chunk.
It is.
All right. So do you guys? I mean,
the only answer is Popeyes. By the way,
Popeyes sandwich is fucking
delicious.
bomb,
but their service is so fucking bad.
Did you see the meme when the battle was going on?
I'm a bite into a Band-Aid every time I take a bite of that.
Did you see the meme when the battle was going on?
Yeah,
like Chick-fil-A when you pull up. Thank you so much for your order, Jay. Anything else you need, Jay? Popeyes when you pull up. Hey, yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah, dude. That's fine by me, though. That's fine by me, bro. It tastes so much better. I'll take it all day. It's fine. And their chicken is fucking phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
Popeyes is hilarious. They'll be like, yo, what's up, man? You having a good night? All right, pull up to the second spot for me. We'll be right out.
Pull up, but don't go past that pole because they count the seconds you park out there.
Bro, there's a local pizza place that I call here for delivery at least once every couple of weeks. I have an obsession, whatever. That there's a particular guy that when he answers it annoys the fuck out of me. I'm turning into get off my lawn guy, Jay.
Oh, Lord.
He's like, everybody else is like, hey, Chris, how are you? They already know me, right? This guy's like, what's up, bro? What you want, bro? All right, I got that for you, dude. All right, what's up? Hey, so you want some sauce, bro? I'm like, can you stop calling me fucking bro? Where the fuck is the professionalism? Jesus.
He overbroed you.
He overbroed, bro.
That will never be worse.
Overbro.
There's this little like Chinese takeout place that we haven't gone to in years, but it's like right around the corner from my house. And we used to always call into this place. And the lady who would answer always went through the exact same 2-3 sentences with you. And at the end of the phone call would tell you, would always close it the exact same way and just hang up in your face. Is that all? Yeah, that's it. 5-10 minute click. Boom. Every fucking time. 5-10 minute click. 5-10 minute click. Like it didn't matter how you could be like, I need 65 sweet and sour dinners. Is that all? Yeah, that's it. 5-10 minute click. Like every fucking time, dude.
Come on, bro.
No, she hung up in my face every fucking time. But when I go there to pick up the food, she give me free crab rangoon or whatever the fuck you call that shit every fucking time. And I'm like, I don't like these. Stop doing this. And can you please say goodbye when you hang up? Can you please say thank you,
bro?
That would never happen at mine and Stank's favorite Chinese establishment because usually Miss Karen answers the phone by saying, "Thank you for not cooking."
Oh, that's solid
every time.
That's a smooth move.
He has t-shirts.
That's
a smooth
solid.
move.
That's
I like that.
Show up. Thank you for not cooking, Chris. Have a great night.
It's beautiful. Golden Inn, Land O'Lakes.
Golden Inn.
For those who are in the area, you better go and blow that place up. The food is so fucking good.
It is.
She runs that kitchen like Trust me, because both my kids used to work there. That lady does not cut corners, man. The food is always 10 out of 10.
Very clean, very amazing.
I find it odd that you guys have a favorite Chinese joint and you've never invited me there. So it's fucked up.
You live fucking 45 minutes away.
I've been at your house. You can be like, hey, hold on, Sammer. Don't eat any food. I'll be right back. 5-10 minutes. And then go fucking get the food and then come back and then blow my mind.
Thank you for the cookies. You go, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, last day had a date. We had a date there the other day.
We've had several dates.
Yeah, we have several dates there, actually.
You should make a t-shirt with Sammer just going 5-10 minutes with his head turned like that. That shit would be hilarious. That'd be the hottest seller, bro. 5-10 minutes.
You know, I do like my face on the t-shirt. As humble as I am, I do like my face on the t-shirt. Jay, before we have you leave, man, we have to ask you one last question.
Whoa.
Here we go.
This is going to make you uncomfortable.
No, probably not.
I fucking love this.
Okay,
Shoot your shot, Sammer. Shoot your fucking
as you know, or maybe you don't know, this show revolves around football, specifically the Bucs, food, specifically wings, and baby oil, specifically Beck's baby oil.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
I don't know.
You know Stephen Beck? Do you know Stephen Beck? Do you recognize that face?
No.
Okay.
So, male model.
Very long story that we're not going to get into right now. But the question for you is a little bit different than we've asked before. So we usually ask our guests if they could choose a player on the Bucs roster to lather down in baby oil, who would it be? But however, since you happen to have
give you an answer.
You have a few football players that you actually work with. So your answer has to be, of the football players that you've co-hosted with or done a show with, who would you lather down in Beck's baby oil?
This is very interesting. I like this, Sammer.
Good question.
I'm making sure that they get tagged in this episode next.
That's quite all right. Ian, it might be a little too awkward because I'll see him on a daily basis. Michael Clayton would just continue to talk about LSU the entire time.
You're not even bothered by the fact that they're both nude. You're just worried about them speaking later.
Well, you didn't say they were nude. You just said wipe them down.
Or how are you lathering them down while they're not clothed? Fully lathering them down.
Well, you left out some specific details, Mr. Ali.
Honestly, Jay, I don't see
that was implied.
Jay, hold on. I really don't see what the big deal is with them being nude. We're professional here. We're all professionals. No big deal.
I know. I've lathered Stanka, and Latte's done it to me. I've done it to Latte. We've all interchanged our baby oil lathering together. It's no big deal.
Trying to give you guys a good answer here. You know what? I'll probably have to do. I'm going to go with my man Anthony Beck. Because he won when I was a kid growing up in New York. My boy, not at the time because he just got fired from New York City for kicking a kid down the stairs. That's a true story. Look it up. It was a couple of years ago. So we're not cool anymore. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're a real tough guy kicking a 12-year-old down the stairs. But his cousin was.
What did the 12-year-old say though? What did 12-year-old say?
What did the 12-year-old do?
There has to be a story there. There's a story. You don't just randomly kick a fucking 12-year-old down the fucking.
Was he a ranch fan? Was he a ranch fan?
I say 12. He might have been younger. I'll look it up and I'll send you guys a story.
He probably had some fucking boneless nuggets.
How many steps?
In a cup of ranch.
How many steps? That's what I'm saying. How many steps?
Yeah. Was it like the stoop? Was it the stoop? Or was it like a flight of stairs?
Yeah. Listen, I'm hoping that he kicked him down the rocky stairs because then it's a real story. So I don't know 100%. So his cousin was Chris Baker. Now, not that Chris Baker that likes to hump. Not palm tree humper. Not palm tree humper, Chris Baker. But there used to be a tight end for the Jets. His name was Chris Baker. So I put it was $18 because we're in high school. We had no money. $18 that Anthony Beck would have a better performance than Chris Baker. And that day he had 4 catches for 70 and 2 touchdowns. So I won $18. So, as a thank you, and because West Virginia's having a good year, I'm going to go with Anthony Beck.
It looks like Anthony's the type of guy that waxes, if you know what I mean. So it's a great choice.
He's Italian, isn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't he
Anthony's
Italian?
one of the family members here too. So
he's Italian. He's a great guy, man. He really is. He's an awesome dude.
Italians are not waxing their chest, man. He's got the
hamburger
meat. He's got the hamburger meat.
Bro, quarter pounder bobbing out.
There you go.
Right over the top. And now Ian might be mad. I mean, I had a weird, underneath.
What's that?
You might be.
Oh, the Tampa.
Look at that.
I'm rocking my Man U thing because they won yesterday. Good quick
looks
story.
like Adam. I thought it was Adam Schefter on there a little bit.
Yeah,
it does a little bit, doesn't it? So real quick, I'm gonna tell you guys this story. So I'm wearing my Manchester United thing. I wore this a couple Fridays, the Friday before the Super Bowl, and you know who saw me was Mr. Glazer. Saw me in the parking lot. And he goes and he just points at me and he goes, oh, and I go, yeah, man, I had to support not just the Bucs this week, but Manchester United. He's like, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was like, best of luck to the Bucs in the Super Bowl. So I didn't know that I was going to flex on the Buccaneers owner with my Manchester United little pullover here, but I knew when he saw me, I was like, damn, bro, the Bucs are in line for a big win on Sunday. So, it may have nothing to do with it, probably not. But, yeah, that's my little 2 cents on why the Bucs won.
Everything to do with it.
Yeah, bro. Thanks, Stank. You got me. You were picking up what I'm putting down.
I did. Oh, yeah, I did. Definitely.
Got it.
I want some Chinese food now, guys, you rat bastards.
This is what happens. Anyone who comes on with us leaves the show hungry. So do we, of course.
Oh, hold on. Jay. So let me ask you a question.
And what? Hungry and horny?
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. Hey,
check the tape.
Is Chinese food really better up north? Or is that just...
Yeah, bro. And it's usually like how you guys said, like, oh, it's bro, usually like the nastier places usually are the better ones, bro. You see some things where like a cat run by, you open the door, ding, ding. And it's like one of those automated hello. And it's like, wait a second, that's not Chinese. It was like Mexican or South. I grew up in a lot of Salvadorians. I'm like looking up, I'm like, that's not true. And then a cat runs by your feet, goes outside, and then you say, I'll take. And the best thing about Chinese places, and I'm sure it's, like this down here too, they have the pictures of the food up on the wall. Yeah. And the pictures are not from the last 20 years. No. They're all faded out. There's like a picture of somebody from Full House on the side. There's just some weird numbers. They're all spelled weird. It's like, where did you come up with this? Like, it's chicken chow mein.
By the way,
and they all use the exact same menu board and photos. It's the exact same.
It says chicken chow mein, but then like the numbers and letters fall off and it says chicken how me. So you don't really know what you're eating. But when you take it home, you're getting big ass portions and it's like $7.99. We're like, for this, plastic bag, 3,000 duck sauces, 4,000 soy sauces, more plastic cutlery than you could ever know what to do with, and then like a whole sleeve of napkins. And then you go home and you're like, I cannot believe, and you feed your family for like a week.
And it's the plastic bag with the big smiley
yellow
face
smiley face.
Yep.
By the way,
have a nice day on the bottom.
I don't know anyone. Maybe you three know somebody, but who the fuck orders off those menus anyways? I never go in there and I'm like,
I get that one, the fucking placemat menu off the counter. It's like this fucking big.
It's like written in size 6 font. It's a fucking glossary of every Chinese meal you could possibly fucking eat. It's like, hold on, let me go ahead and open this fucking Chinese almanac and pick out what the fuck I'm eating tonight. Hold on.
23A with a 72C.
Can I get 735A, but no spicy on that one? No spice? No spicy. Okay.
Somewhere big on there, it says no MSG. And I was like, who gives a crap? We're not eating healthy.
We're eating shit at this point. Why the fuck does that matter?
Listen, Uncle Roger, you listen. You have to have MSG, okay? I don't give a fuck.
No MSG, but like 20 million grams of sodium per bite.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. Give me, I want
delicious.
Double shrimp fried rice.
And
don't just give me a pint.
This shit. Since we're talking about this, have you ever asked them for extra sauce on like the broccoli and chicken? They don't perceive it as extra sauce. They think you said, give me all of the sauce that you have in the entire building.
Bro,
like, my boy you open that motherfucker, the bag is swinging like a fucking nutsack because it's full of fucking sauce. You can't even open the goddamn thing because it's overflowing you have to like set up a fucking trash bag on the goddamn counter to start serving food out of this fucking soup that they made out of your fucking broccoli and chicken.
But it's the best ever.
Oh, it's fucking delicious. It's amazing.
Best ever.
You're like, oh god,
it's called like brown
this is
sauce.
so fucking good. Oh my god,
bro, it's so funny you say that.
Movie name, brown sauce.
Yeah, brown. My buddy got beef and broccoli one time. He got extra sauce, and then it was like brown sauce on the top. Like you couldn't even see the beef, broccoli, or rice. It was just all. So you had to take it, turn it, and flip it upside down. Yes, because it was just so crazy. He was like, "What do I do?" And I go, "Bro, I don't know." And like you said, the bag looked like a swinging nutsack on the back of a, one of those big ass trucks that people that put the nutsack on the back there, and it's just all nasty. All the sauces got sauce on them. It's a bad time when you have sauce on the sauce packets. He's like, I don't give a I'm still eating this, bro. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you paid for it. You better eat that shit. If you're not, I'm eating. I don't care. He's like, you could die, diabetes. I'm like, if you go out eating Chinese food, bro, there's a lot worse ways to go out.
It's not a bad way to go out. Listen, I thought my barbers were pranking me one time with the hibachi spot here locally. They're like, hey, make sure you get some extra yum sauce. And we're talking about sauce. I'm like, bitch, I'm not asking for yum. What the fuck?
Yeah, no thanks.
No such thing as yum sauce.
And they have a good.
And then like 3 people in front of me, can I get extra yum sauce? I'm like, wait, yum sauce is a real thing?
You thought that was something that you get in the back, the massage parlor.
I'm not doing that.
Speaking of yum yum sauce, dude, one time I went to this fucking fancy ass sushi joint and they had wings on the menu. And I was like,
yeah, watch out.
Why not? Let's try this. Dude, they somehow made these with yum yum sauce. It was spicy. It was yum yum sauce. Dude, it was an amazing chicken wing. Amazing chicken. It's in Orlando.
Tempura fried?
Chicken.
Amazing. So good.
Bro, I've seen chicken wings from Chinese places sometimes where there's no chicken on it. It's just a bone with with some of the crust.
This place was bougie. This place was bougie. Yeah, but this place was this place was bougie, so I knew I was going to get meat on the bone. It wasn't like one of those risky fucking Chinese buffets or like that's chicken wings over there because it just looks like a bunch of fried breading.
Thank you. So what you guys didn't bring up the whole boneless wings. You guys don't bring that up at all, do you?
What is a boneless wing?
That's not a real thing.
It's not a real thing.
There are
That's what I'm saying.
They're
nuggets.
Boneless wings. What?
They're not even fucking chicken breasts. They're just they're the hot dogs of the chicken wing world.
When people talk about boneless wings at all, I want to drop kick them like Shawn Michaels in 1993, right in the upper lip, because boneless wings should not be a thing.
By the way, we want to drop kick people because we're wing savants, connoisseurs. When
you
people
guys are awesome.
ask us, well, do you like flats or drums? Both, bitch.
Thank you. You guys should. The wing kings, you guys should call yourself.
If you know how to eat a wing, it doesn't matter if it's a flat or a drum because it's always a drum if you eat it the right way.
Listen,
I like the surprise.
The right way.
I'm going to do this.
Eat it the right way. You leave them attached to each other, and then you don't have an argument. You just eat.
One time, I'm going to do this live on the show for you guys. Listen, you stand your fucking flat up, you pinch right in the center, and you push down, and you got a fucking flat lollipop. You can dip it in fucking blue cheese, not shit.
And you pull it like a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon and just fucking drop the bone.
You just discovered fire for the first time.
No. Because I don't do it that way. I go straight into my mouth and then pull it out like a caveman with nothing. Yeah. So what I do instead of pinching in that spot, I put my tooth on that spot and then tear it out. I got the straight hand gap in here, so it works out.
I need the blue cheese though. So I did.
Oh no, you can dunk first. I like feeling like, you know what I mean? Chicken wings empower me. I feel like you guys agree with that. When you eat them, you're like
sauce everywhere.
I had a feeling you're that guy that likes the little tiny soaps at hotels because it makes you feel like you're big. Like, yeah, man, I'm fucking huge now.
Bro, I'm 5'9". There's not many things that make me feel big, brother. So I mean, I like them because
this fucking soap is so tiny, bro. I'm fucking jacked, bro. Oh shit, bro!
I like them because they're free, bro.
Not because they're tiny, bro.
Hey, tell us for real, bro. Were you part of the crew, bro? Mom, I'm at a fucking protein shake.
Bro, I'm the oldest of 4 kids, man. My parents are working. I was fucking taking care of all the little ones, bro. So they were yelling at me. I wasn't yelling at anybody else.
That's awesome.
They were like, I got to go to school. I'm like, I'm not your father. What the hell do you want me to do? Get your own freaking money. Oh, not your father.
New York's coming out. Jay, thanks for hanging out, bro.
This was a lot of fun, man.
Let you plug the show and all the stuff that you do over there. I forget that you guys have an FM station now. I just keep naturally saying 620. Sorry,
sir.
Oh, for years, by the way.
Yeah. 95.3 WDAE and AM 620. I'm not a big plugger, man. Buckles and Recher, we start every day at 3 on the weekdays. And I just want to thank you guys, man. Make sure everybody out there, you're watching this already, so you're a big fan of the Loose Cannons. But you guys are awesome. Just keep doing your thing. And don't let anybody ever tell you that you shouldn't be doing podcasts. We were talking about this off air today. It's like, there's so many people that like hate on people doing podcasts. It's like such an asinine thing. You like sports, you have a passion for it. You get a couple sponsors, you get to talk about food and shit. Have fun, man. Shit, you only live once. Life isn't promised to anybody. You get hit by a bus tomorrow. Who gives a crap? I'd rather be and jump on with you guys and have fun like this. So, much respect to what you guys do, man, and keep plugging away. And Bucs are Super Bowl champs, man. So let's revel in that. Enjoy that.
Hell
By the way, didn't get to tell you, but congratulations on getting the better the show with Ian.
Thanks, man. I mean, I started as a part-time board up on the weekends, man. I was a baseball coach for 10 years and then came and wanted to do radio and played baseball and hockey growing up and been a big sports fan my whole life. And that's why I respect and love what you guys do because I was in your spot 6-7 years ago. Trying to do podcasts, trying to do something and, talk about things I love. And you guys, man, your energy and passion comes through the screen. That's why I enjoy watching it. And that's why I was happy to come on with you guys today. And I try to do the same thing, be educated, try to inform people, be good to people. There's a lot of dickheads out there. So, I just try to do the same thing on our airways.
Sammer. I'm sorry.
I'm not a dickhead. I'm an asshole. Get it right. And you fucking love me for it because, bitch, it works. It fucking works.
It's not like it's JJ Watt.
Yeah, I'm not telling you how hard I'm fucking working.
Look how hard he's working.
Yeah.
Look at the baby oil in the background.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for subscribing. And, of course, all the crazy shit that's going on in the fucking live chat while this premiere's going on. We will end this podcast with the fucking W's.